A centuries-old sanctuary towers above the Indian town of Konark that is situated on the Gulf of Bengal. The Surya, or Sun Temple, lies at the heart of a fascinating temple complex. Surrounded by a park, the Sun Temple is still more than 750 years after it was built, a splendid sight. The temple has always had a special symbolic and religious significance. It was designed as a gigantic wagon for the sun god Surya. The construction of Konark's Sun Temple in 1250 AD marked both the architectural and artistic high point of Orissa Province. In addition to the striking Surya sanctuary, the temple complex features many other interesting buildings and impressive facades. Along with the numerous other remarkable buildings in this former center of culture, it's hardly surprising that the Surya Temple is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the region. Close to the eastern side of the Sun Temple are the remains of a former sacrifice hall, the Boga Mandapa. It no longer has a roof, but it's still a marvelous sight. In addition to it having once been a place of sacrifice, the many sculptures here indicate that the building was once used as a ceremonial assembly hall. Although at first sight the Sun Temple appears to be in good condition, a closer look reveals that it has not escaped the ravages of time. Originally, Konark's main sanctuary had a 70-meter-high temple tower, the Jewel, that served as a navigational aid for European seafarers. During the 17th and 18th centuries, the seafarers who came from afar named the Sun Temple the Black Pagoda, although they knew nothing of its function. It's not known if this temple complex on the Gulf of Bengal was ever totally completed. Restoration work at the Surya Temple is still in progress. It's highly intensive and the stone figures alone require much restoration. Further sections must also be rebuilt in order to stabilize the structure. To retain the original appearance of the Sun Temple, the same materials are used that formed the original building. But why was it that this sanctuary lost its importance and over the centuries fell into oblivion and disrepair? The decline of the temple complex began in the 17th century. Muslim invaders plundered this architectural masterpiece and wrought much destruction to each of Konark's sacred buildings. But it's believed that the damage caused to the upper section of the temple, the Sikara, could have been caused by something else. Some said a flash of light struck the building, others blamed an earthquake, and it was also believed that the building hadn't been constructed properly in the first place. However, it is certain that Konark Surya fell into oblivion following invasion by the Muslims, and it was subsequently allowed to fall into ruins. Soon the buildings, along with their magnificent sculptures and stone ornaments, became covered by sand. For several centuries the temple was lost. Thus, it's amazing that even today, after all those forgotten years, the precious stonemasonry has survived. The Sun Temple was rediscovered in the 19th century, although archaeologists and historians began restoration work some time afterwards. The easy-to-erode condylar stone, the temple's main building material, caused many problems for archaeologists. Much painstaking restoration work has been done, and there's still much more to do. The 24 wheels carved from stone have become famous and highlight the fact that the Surya temple was designed as a wagon. The 12 wheels on each side of Konark's large assembly hall, the Jagamohan, symbolize each month of the year. In addition to the filigree wheels, the many erotic figures at the base of the Sun Temple attract much attention and demonstrate an abundance of joie de vivre. Fascinating drummers, musicians, and dancers are in stark contrast to the more serious deities that give the building its dignified appearance. Many of the contrasting images are situated next to each other. Each wall of Konark's Sun Temple is decorated with charming reliefs that feature gods and demons, humans and animals. A number of the animals, including 7 horses, are positioned according to the symbolic meaning of the sanctuary, the huge wagon of the sun god Surya. Life has returned to this holy district, and once a year the temple serves as a venue for a popular dance and music festival. It is then that the splendid culture of Orissa celebrates its rebirth, and the Sun Temple once again becomes an impressive focal point in historic Konark.